for the most part, lifestyles are going to change across the board, meaning that, the McMansion days for the middle class are probably over. The ability to buy any kind of food stuff any time of the year are probably going to end rather soon. The ability to go anywhere you want, travel is going to be curtailed. So a lot of things are changing. We know they're already happening with this crisis that has started from March onward. More control by the authority figures, more authoritarianism across the board, whether you want to call it whatever label-ism you want to put on it. The facts remain that that's happening and will continue. That trend will continue. One of my favorite expressions, I've said this in other interviews, is chance favors the prepared mind. So if you're mentally prepared, if you could adjust your attitude to, look, things are going to change, and they're going to change in ways that no one can see coming. And you have an attitude that whatever is thrown at me, I'll be able to weather it, I'll be able to get through it, I'll be able to adapt, change, etc. That's really more key than having a big pile of emergency food in your closet. It's your ability to mentally, emotionally adapt to whatever's thrown at you. Do what you can do, be more independent, think critically, and don't rely too much on outside influence. I know it's really hard in today's social media driven world where everyone cares about what everyone thinks and where they're eating and what they're wearing and where they're going and all that stuff. But really what's important is really the basics. And we're going to be forced into that. We're actually being forced into that right now. So having, a backup reserve of, food's not a bad idea. But again, if you're not mentally prepared, it may go by the side. And having precious metals is certainly a way to transition some of your financial or your wealth into the new paradigm, but it's not as important in my view than having the right attitude. I mean, there'll be people, and I've said this in other interviews, that may have a pretty good hoard of precious metals that won't be able to cope with the new paradigm because they lost their real estate fortune because they didn't get paid rent, or the government change the tax policy or whatever. So there's so many things out there in the near future and the distant future that we are, one, unable to control, and two, very difficult to predict. Chance favors the prepared mind.